Dawson LeDuc is bald, tattooed, and proud of it.
Get more tattoos and cause more of a respectful ruckus.
So is her husband. And when you have a closer look, her tattoos tell a story of devotion.
Normal community members with a strong Christian faith, so it's really, really crazy for us to think that this is what this could be.
July 16th, she and her husband were denied boarding a Porter flight to Toronto for a celebration of life.
The security lock remains on your booking. We can't let you on this flight.
Despite trying to get answers, LeDuc, a hospitality manager in the capital city, says the Porter check-in agents stonewalled them, giving no further explanation.
I think where I started to get an inkling of something's not right.
Porter is now saying they were denied boarding because they did not have the credit card used at purchase. Nowhere on Porter's website that we could find is a policy that the original credit card used at booking has to be shown. But Porter does say that passengers agree to the conditions of carriage, which states you may be required to present the credit card used to purchase your tickets at check-in, but doesn't specify that you may be denied boarding if you don't have the card used to buy the ticket. Regardless, an airline passenger advocate says the conditions of carriage are irrelevant and illegal to actually enforce.
The only legally binding document is whatever is in that tariff, nothing else.
Porter's tariff, or terms and conditions, doesn't mention such policy.
And that's a serious matter. When airlines or businesses just pull terms and conditions out of thin air and claim that the passenger agreed to it, that's a problem.
Canada's Transportation Act specifically prohibits applying terms and conditions not set out in the tariff. In other words, advocates say Porter was prohibited by law from applying it.
What is clear that the airline is not telling the full story. And the reason I believe the airline is not telling the full story is because they are referring to terms and conditions that are non-existent, that are fictionary.
Porter agents also marked them as a no-show, a series of actions that's left LeDuc wondering if the real reason they were denied boarding was because of how they look.
It's hard for us to acknowledge that this could be a discriminatory practice.
Porter denies this and says they've provided the couple compensation and an apology. LeDuc says even that's not the case, saying no one directly from Porter has reached out. She says they've only been able to deal with a third-party helpline, and so far, despite being roughly out $3,500, they've only been given flight vouchers for a future round trip they won't be taking. Despite all of this,
we forgive them, and we hope to receive some sort of public acknowledgement saying, hey, sorry, we messed up. If we don't receive that, it's gone to bed and it's in God's hands now. So.
LeDuc is finding grace, hoping and waiting for an honest explanation and meaningful apology.